Stay with us. Coming up, we head into the CTV kitchen. We're going to talk about chocolate for Valentine's. We're also going to talk about a business success story. They're intertwined. You'll find out more in a moment. Just in time for Valentine's Day. Sure, you could make a card or something like that for your loved one, but what if you made them chocolates? That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't you think? The owner of a new store in our area, Kerstin Roos of Kerstin's Chocolates, joining us here. How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's good. Congratulations on the new store and everything, and we'll talk a little bit about the business in a bit, but
Sure.
People can do this without messing it up at home?
Well, it's a little bit tricky.
It's a little bit tricky,
Yeah, it's
but
a little tricky.
maybe after this segment's done, they'll have a better idea how to do
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
So we brought in a few things here. What do you want to do?
Well, first of all, I'd like to show people how to temper some chocolate.
Temper chocolate?
Yes.
Oh, you're using the official jargon.
Yes,
Which
indeed.
means what? Just melting it?
Melting it and getting it to a certain temperature, and then cooling it down so that it's you can work with it.
Okay.
So chocolate should be really shiny. Do you know sometimes you see those streaks, those gray streaks on chocolate? Mm-hmm. That means that it's out of temper.
Okay.
So
it's got a bad temper.
Exactly.
We can call it that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do? How do you do that?
All right, well, I'll show you. There's several methods. This is one of them. What you would do is you take a marble slab like this. Usually it's bigger. This is just for demonstration purposes. You pour
we're totally going to go over the edge, aren't we?
You pour about, well,
perfect.
3/4
Okay.
of it, and then you cool it down. So what you would do is you take this tool that you can find at Home Hardware.
Well, it's like mudding. So all you drywallers and tapers out there, it's just the same thing.
And then you spread it out to cool it, and then you bring it back into the center of the, something like this.
It really is an art to working with chocolate, though, is it not?
Yeah, definitely. Art and science. Mm-hmm. So you do that a few times. Then once it's cooled down to a certain temperature, what I use is, I'm getting really messy here.
That's all right.
A digital thermometer.
Yeah.
So it's still quite high. It's at 108. So actually it was quite high to begin with.
Well, that's kind of cool that you didn't even have to put it in there. It just picks it up.
Yeah.
Neat toy.
Little laser there.
Okay.
And then once it's cooled, what you do is you add it to the warm chocolate. So you just kind of, oops, I'm going to move this up a little bit.
Okay. I'll slide it
and
over.
then we'll just add that in there.
And so why are you mixing warm and cold? Or
Well,
cool?
that's how you get the chocolate in temper.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I've gotten quite messy here.
Now, you were actually raised in Germany, were you not? Or is that where you
Yeah,
grew up?
I was born there until I was 7 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then my family moved to Canada when I was 7, yes.
Now, were there any secrets that came back from Germany? I don't know how much you'd remember when you were 7. But
Yeah, I remember quite a bit, and I actually really remember the chocolate. And I remember it being really good, so.
So you wanted to recreate that once you got here?
Basically, yeah.
You started online? You started your shop online?
I did some chocolate making when I was living in New York for a farmer's market. And then I moved back to Edmonton, and after that, I did some online work just to get some really high quality chocolates in for people to try in Edmonton that weren't available before. And
cool.
So,
okay, where are we at?
all right.
You put that
Okay,
back.
so
We
let's
may or
say
may
it's
not be able to,
tempered.
the time that we have with less than 5 minutes,
yeah.
obviously you're not going to be able to get things too much. So
No.
where would we be ending up?
Okay,
afterwards?
once it's in tempered. So this was one messy way. You can also do an easier way, I think, and that's melting the chocolate and then adding cold chocolate.
Oh, okay,
and then
sure.
bringing it to a certain temperature, which is for dark chocolate around 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, you're doing workshops as well, though, to help people through it, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So you'll be doing that through the store.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got over there? What's the final products you got hidden over there?
This is, so what,
Not that I'm just leaning directly toward the finished product or anything.
so what you would do, you might pour some onto, let's say, parchment.
Okay.
And then you would spread that out. And this is to make like a bark. So like you'd spread it out like that, make it nice and thin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would add, excuse me, maybe some cocoa nibs.
Sure.
Which are the raw cocoa bean. And then, or maybe some, these are candied oranges. Orange and chocolate are a really nice combination.
Sure. And then you just would you put that in the fridge to cool
Yeah,
off?
you
or
can.
does it
Yeah, you can leave it outside, or if you want to speed up the process, just put it in the fridge for about 10 minutes or so.
And then you break it up?
And then, yeah, break it up. And always, it's very important when it's in temper, it has this nice, like a snap.
Yeah.
It was a little bit difficult to hear, but.
Oh, I heard.
And this is the final product.
Cool.
And in bar form, it looks like this. Yeah.
You love playing with your chocolate, don't you?
I guess I do.
Very cool. If you want any more information on Kerstin's chocolates, you can call 990-0011. You can also go online to KerstinsChocolates.com. You get some more information. So happy Valentine's Day. You're going to be busy for a little while, I think.
I hope so.
Have fun. Yeah, I hope so. Nice
Thank
seeing
you.
you.